These are being weird. Miss. Miss.
Oh
You
my.
miss.
Ain't missing this time.
You're not missing this time, brother. His hand is through your face. You can't even see the rim, bro. His arm is literally going through your skull right now. You are missing this time. I hate to break it to you, but it's all good because we got big boy Bawny in the paint on my new footer build. Hope you enjoyed the clips. Let's continue rolling here.
I lied.
Give me that.
That's funny.
Oh, I had the back door.
My stick with
Okay.
it.
Oh, you gotta make this for me. That's a clip.
One thing only time I saw with a stick was on a 7-4.
Why are you double teaming you? What the? I'd be
I'm
doing that
trying to
shit for
get-
Lion, but he don't ever see it. This dude just threw it at your face.
Oh yeah. Nice. You got LT? Shit. Not this time, buddy. Throw it, LT.
Hey, little ass boy.
Too slow.
How you feel?
Not wasting any time. You see the build, you saw the clips, gonna get straight into it. Just don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy, drop me a sub if you want to see more of my content. I make build videos just like this one, jump shot videos, all the basic YouTuber shit. That's what I do. Now let's get into the build. First things first, this build is 7 foot on the dot, 255 pounds, and it has a 7'2" wingspan. Those are all very specific to get exactly all the attributes this one has. I'm going to highlight all the important parts of this build and why I went the attributes I did for each slot. Going from left to right here, I'm just going to start off with driving dunk. This build gets an 84 driving dunk on the dot, and that's a little different than most of my builds. Most of my builds that I post on here have an 87 for contact dunks, and it's just a little bit away, but I just couldn't get it with the shooting I wanted on this build and the rebounding I needed to give somewhere. And honestly, in my opinion, contact dunks kind of overrated. I know I do glaze the 87 driving dunk like threshold in most of my videos, but you 100% do not need them, and you especially don't need them just to be a good dunker and slashing threat. All I care about on my bigs that I make is that I can meter dunk and preload meter dunks on slips. That's literally all I care about with the dunking part of my build for bigs. I have plenty dunk, 84. I'm never gonna miss a meter dunk, and I don't make a habit out of going up with bad like contact dunk takes anyways. Like, obviously, to get a contact dunk, you have to go up with somewhat bad takes. You know, you're about to try to dunk on somebody. That dude's clearly guarding you at least a little bit, so it's not the best highest percentage shot you could even take. So 84 is plenty for me, and then you have that 90 standing dunk paired with it. That's standing contacts, And the staying dunk meters are just absolutely huge when they're open or somebody's on the side of you. Moving on, we're looking at the shooting here. This build gets an 89 mid-range, base 87, cap broke into 89, and then it gets an 86-3. The 86 doesn't give you anything necessarily. I just had extra attributes at the end of my build, and I was like, I'm definitely going to be shooting a lot of threes. Let me go ahead and add a little bit more. But if you really want to like minimize waste on this build and only hit perfect thresholds, you can definitely drop that 3-pointer to an 83 if you want to. I don't recommend it. You know, I'm going to be shooting a lot of threes on this build. I don't know how you all play, but I put 86. I think that's a good ball. But the 89 midi, though, that's very important because that gets you set shot specialist on gold, which means you can +2 it with the +2 badge to legend. And I talk about this in so many videos that you either want to hit 89 or 91 midi or 3 just so you can get the set shot badge on gold, and then you can +2 it to legend. The stats on that badge are fucking insane. I don't know if you all are tapped into like 2K labs or 2K toots or whatever, but I watch all their shit because I like knowing all the technical stuff and the stats and details of what every badge does and the statistics behind them. Legend set shot is it, bro. It gives you so much wiggle room with your timing. You make a lot of shots that you wouldn't have made if you didn't have legend. So I really try to push on all my builds, and I try to tell everyone in all my videos, you want set shot on legend, bro. I shoot crazy good this year, and I'm a good shooter, but I'm trying to tell you all, it's also because I really do have legend set shot on every single build I make. Moving on to the playmaking here, you already see it. 97 pass ac, it's a base 93. And it goes to 98 eventually when I get some more cap breakers. It doesn't go to 99, and that's for a reason. I just wanted to save a little bit of attributes, and I don't really care about versatile, visionary, or whatever else you get at 99. At 98, that's where you get legend dimer, and that's all I care about. I can +1 or 2 some other playmaking badges if I needed to, so I saved a little bit of attributes right there, and cap breakers just going 98. Looking at the ball handle, that is 70 on the dot. I got Giannis Cross on this build. That's all I care about. Giannis Cross is the best crossover in the game for bigs this year, no doubt. It is insane. It's kind of hard to trigger sometimes, and you might see sometimes in my videos, I do like a little blowout dribble instead of the Giannis Cross when it's clear, like I'm clearly trying to do a Giannis Cross. So it's a little weird in that way, but when you actually can consistently get it down, and I've had so many runs at this point, I'm pretty good at getting it every time I want to, and it's just so good, bro. It leads you into meter dunks so consistently. Best crossover in the game. Moving on to defense here. First things first, 60 steal. That just gets you interceptor on bronze. Now, it's nothing crazy, but you always, no matter what build you're playing on, you want to be able to get a lane when the opportunity presents itself. You never want to go 0 steal or 40 steal or whatever. If you can get interceptor at all, highly recommend it. You can obviously +1 or +2 it to silver or gold. You just want to get badges, bro. I talk about this in a lot of my videos too, about the importance of just getting a badge on bronze, meeting the requirement, whatever it is, to get a badge on bronze. It's just so important this year because that's the difference between not having a badge at all and potentially having a badge on gold. Is just literally getting the badge on bronze, because if you don't get the requirement, you can't +1 or +2 a badge you don't have. So moving on to the perimeter, obviously pretty low, 40 perimeter, nothing crazy, but you're going to be guarding a corner or the paint for the most part. I'm fine with 40 perimeter. You know, obviously you're not a lockdown, you're big, you're going to be guarding the weakest offensive player for the most part on defense, and you don't get any badges for going higher on this build. Like, there's literally no badges you can get for going higher besides like off-ball pest, which I do not give one single fuck about. Laker, he's the biggest hater when I make builds like this. He's like, you can literally go 60 perimeter, why not? The build can do it. And it's like, what could possibly be the difference between 40 perimeter and 60? What could possibly be the difference, bro? That's like, he tries to compare it like, what's the difference between 70 perimeter and 90? And it's not the same whatsoever. 40 and 60 is so much different. It's like an age gap in the relationships, you know? Like 12 and 17, that's a big no-no. But, you know, 25 and 30, that's valid. That's exactly my point. 88 block, 77 interior. Pretty standard stuff for big men, you know. That I like having high block. A lot of bigs go like 74 block and like 70 interior. Not gonna do that. I like having high block. I say it in a lot of my videos. Block is directly correlated to what you get on your jump contest. So it's not even just for blocking shots or like playing good paint defense. It's literally, it helps you play better perimeter defense as well. So it's a really important attribute. It's almost more important than like perimeter defense in my opinion in some ways, especially on big where you have dirt perimeter defense. Going high block kind of like counteracts the fact that your perimeter defense is trash. Now onto the main thing about a big here. We're looking at the rebounding. 99 O board, base 94, 5 cap breakers to 99, and then an 89 D board. Obviously that 99 O board, that gets you legend rebound chaser, no +1 or +2 badges required, you just have it on the build. First time I've ever made a build that actually gets 99 board. Most of my bigs go 96 and then I +1 it, but I said fuck it. This build's gonna be a snag god. 99 7-foot build. I'm snagging over everybody, and then I went really high D board on top of that. Most people go 99 in one stat and then like 85 or 80 in the other, but my thinking was, I'm going to show you all in a second, I went 89 D board, and then for my takeover I run playmaking take, which is Dishmaster, and then I plus my D board. So I basically have 99 O board and 99 D board, which is super valid in my opinion. I talk about this a lot as well, the fact that like if you have really high rebound in one stat, for example in this one I have 99 O board, when you try to grab D boards, your dude just doesn't jump the same way whatsoever, and it makes me so mad. Like I jump out the gym going for O boards, I'm jumping over people, doing bunny hops, but then I try to go up for a D board and my dude forgets how to jump, bro. He jumps like a little bitch. It makes me so mad. I'm not letting that happen on this build. Super high D board, super high O board. Last thing here is the physicals. You got a 68 speed, 50 agility. Obviously agility is for like playing on ball defense or whatnot. Doesn't really matter that much. I don't value that on big very much. It's nice to have, but you don't really need it in my opinion. Now for the controversial part, if you watch my videos you know this about me already, but I do not think strength matters whatsoever on any build, any height. I barely put strength on my builds whatsoever, but on bigs I do just go 72 to get the brick wall badge. That's literally the only reason I upgrade the strength at all, just so I can get the brick wall badge on bronze, and then I +2 it to gold. And that's really more so just so my guards don't fucking hate my guts, because I honestly don't even think brick wall is that important. Obviously nice to have, just like agility, it's nice to have, but I swear I be setting stickies. Like all the clips you saw today that in the beginning of this video, that was with this build, that was with 41 strength. I just told the opinion of strength, it doesn't mean anything. My builds aren't going to be for everyone, especially people with, like the strength lovers, which there are a lot of in the 2K community. And honestly, respect you all. You know, I have my opinions, you have yours. And then also, I'm not going to lie, I don't really value vertical that much either, but this one does get an 80, and that's not for board take. I don't think vertical affects rebounds either. I have a lot of crazy opinions, but I also play the game a lot, so you know, do with my words what you want to. Obviously, you're going to make your own decisions, but this is just what I think. But this build still gets high vertical, so you know that doesn't really matter. It gets 80, and that's to match the standing dunk to get the standing contacts, and then on top of that, chase down artist I think it's 78, and then 77 is gold pogo. So vertical is still nice to have, and I go it on most of my builds anyways, even though I don't think it affects the jumps you get for rebounds. It says it does, bro. I have my opinions, bro. I mean, what are you gonna do? That's just what I think. Here's my cap breaker screen if you're interested in just seeing how all the caps work out. Pretty glitchy, I think. I don't think a lot of people go driving dunk cap breakers on their build, but I sat here for like an hour and a half in the builder just labbing, and that's what I found. So it gets a base 71 driving dunk, and it goes all the way to an 84 with 4 cap breakers. Pass act, obviously 93 to 98, all +1s. Midi, it just makes the most sense for me to cap break midi because I have shooting specialization cap breakers, so needed to use those somewhere. So obviously I just put it on the mid range from 87 to 89, and then obviously 94 to 99 O board. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I do get these next 4 cap breakers. I'm getting 1 from the season pass, and then I'm getting 3 for hidden vet 2 probably in the next week. I got a couple ideas. I think I'm going to put 1 on pass act to get it to 98, and then I don't even know, bro. Let me know in the comments what you all think I should do. I'm not really sure. Maybe I start working towards, I don't even know, bro. I have no idea. What do y'all? I think I'm going to go +5 on agility just because that's pretty good value, and there's not much here that gets you good value. And then I might just say fuck it and throw the rest on free throw just because I'll be doinking the hell out of free throws. I'm not going to lie. So probably free throw and 5 on agility for super long-term caps after you do everything else on this screen. This is the only takeover I run. If you're interested in that, I run Dishmaster on big exclusively. I think it's miles ahead of any other takeover in the game for bigs, even deep bomber. I have a couple like bigs I play with that run deep bomber, but it isn't as good as Dishmaster, bro. Dishmaster helps your entire team. All other 4 people on the court, Dishmaster helps, and then deep bomber, it only helps you. You know, it just makes the most sense. As a center, you're kind of like the backbone of the team, and you're the facilitator a lot. At least that's how I play big. Dishmaster just makes sense. And then, like I said earlier in this video, I have D board as the only attribute I'm upgrading for the levels, so it's gonna go to 99. Now the new season did just start a little bit ago, so my max +1s and +2s don't look as good as they're going to because I don't have either of the +2s yet. But for right now, I have Rise Up +1 to Hall of Fame, Half Light Nair +1 to Hall of Fame, On the other side, I got Break Starter +1 to Legend, and then I have Dahmer +1 to Legend. When I get my next Cap Breaker, Dahmer's already going to be Legend, so I'm going to have another slot right there. For the shooting specialization, +1s and +2s at the bottom, I have Set Shot +2 to Legend, like I said. That's literally going to be Legend on every single build I ever post. Unless it's like a super long arm pure lock or a super snagger like 7-3 or something, I'm going to have Set Shot on Legend, and then I have Deadeye +1 to Gold. For my hot start ones, those aren't the most important, but I have Box Out Beast and Arrow Wizard. I normally put Box Out Beast in an actual slot, and I'm probably going to once I get my Cap Breakers and I have my +2s unlocked. I like having that badge on Legend. There isn't nothing worse than when you have perfect positioning for a rebound, and then you just get bitched out the way, and then you don't get it anymore. And that's another reason I don't think Strength does anything, bro. Like, you get Legend Rebound Chaser regardless of if you have 0 Strength or 99, so just Strength poo-poo, but Box Out Beast, very good badge. Very important badge, in my opinion. Last thing here before I end the video, just showing you all the jumper I use. It's the jumper in all these clips, all the 3s I shot. It was with this jumper, and every single big I'm on, this is the jumper I'm using. Jonathan Isaac base. Upper release 1 is LaMarcus Aldridge. Upper release 2, Marc Gasol. 60% LA, 40% Marc Gasol. And then max speed, obviously you want to be able to shoot it as quick as possible. That's the build. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the next one. It's been Bawny. Peace out.